Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to SunnyV2, Tuah, the 176 days she'll regret forever. Be sure to leave a like and a subscribe and check out SunnyV2 as well.
She seemed to be a genius, turning her meme into a career that made hundreds of thousands of dollars. However, it only lasted 176 days before she realized that success could also be a nightmare. It all began on this channel here.
Success is only a nightmare to people who don't deserve it. You had to do something else to stay relevant or fall off, and it only took 176 days.
Tim and DTV. They had just 21,000 subscribers, gained from doing street interviews in Nashville, Tennessee, where they'd meet two unknown people who were out having fun, Chelsea Bradford and her friend Haley Welch. With some drinks in their system, they answered basic questions.
How do you get over a breakup?
Yeah, I mean, she was drunk, she was kind of funny, but ultimately this whole thing really didn't amount to much more than just the one funny thing.
Only way to get over one is get under another.
Until the interviewer asked 12 words that changed the course of history.
What's one move in bed that makes a man?
This is not changing the course of history. This has always been a thing.
Man go crazy every time.
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk Tuah and spit on that thing. You get me? Hawk Tuah and spit on it. Spit on it.
Roughly 2 days later,
See, she's just a drunk girl. Just another drunk girl who said a really funny thing one time.
on the 11th of June 2024, Darius reposted the snippet to his
You know how many times I've been at a party and a really drunk girl has said like one super funny thing? She didn't get millions of dollars.
Instagram. Again, he had just a couple thousand followers, yet this didn't stop the algorithm from making the video viral. 18 million views and almost 500,000 likes.
It's not gonna get any bigger than this. And I go back like an hour later and the views done went up by like 1 million. I was like, oh my god, there is no way that just happened.
The clips went equally viral on TikTok, where everybody clearly loved her. She's a total vibe. Protect this woman at all costs. Tuah for president. However,
And that's what it really comes down to, is the whole thing is the people who rallied to her side as soon as this came out. I think she was relatable to a lot of people, and they just were so sick of all the BS going on and all the vitriol and all the hatred, and they just wanted to see somebody who was just having a good time and was unaffected by all of that.
Haley was disappointed that this didn't translate to income.
Everybody else is making money off of it with merchandise, and he's making money off the videos. I was like, that's not fair. Like, it's me, why am I not making any money?
It was therefore announced Tuah official. We are selling authorized merchandise representing the Tuah girl, so she is getting part of the proceeds. Get all of your apparel.
This is where it should have stopped. Like, she should have got to make her money off of the merchandise, make her hats, and just been done at that point.
Here, Haley had launched her own line of hats, selling for between $30 and $40.
Tuah 2024. God, what a terrible year. Just a terrible year. This was probably the highlight of the whole year. This was probably the thing that brought people the most joy in the entire year of 2024. This was the highlight.
Each. It took only 9 days before she'd announce our infamous signed Tuah hats are now sold out, with Rolling Stone therefore reporting Tuah girl has already sold at least $65,000 worth of merch. Even Joe Rogan.
That's a lot of merch.
Logan was keen to buy a piece.
She's making money. There's merch now. There's like Tuah merch.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to buy a shirt.
Look at her. She's signing fucking.
He's all, I need to buy a shirt. He's wearing his Black Rifle Coffee Company shirt. Joe Rogan will buy your shirt. If you're selling a shirt, Joe Rogan will buy it.
Hats. Only in America. Only in America.
Showing Haley she was able to commercialize the meme. There was just one problem. Nobody knew who she even was. The only
No, that wasn't the problem. The problem was that she was nobody. She was actually nobody. And look, I'm nobody, you know, but I don't expect people to just give me all of their money because I'm a nobody. And I definitely wouldn't expect to stay relevant if I stayed a nobody and had nothing else to offer except that one meme that one time.
information given was that her name was Haley Welch, which wasn't all that useful as she had no social media.
I was sitting there, I was giggling, I was like, they're like, where?
I find it very suspicious that she had no social media, that she was basically didn't exist prior to that one video. How does that even happen?
Where is she? I'm like, right here, but you don't know it.
Finding the Hawk Tuah girl became a search for millions, with people stating on Instagram, Osama bin Laden had less people
It did take them like 8 years to find him.
looking for him. Some believe she was a
What did it take them to find Hawk Tuah girl? Like 2 weeks?
preacher, while others were certain she worked in a bar. However, both of these rumors were smashed when Haley addressed the public in her first podcast appearance.
I worked in a spring factory. I'm not a school teacher.
That was my next question, because
Or a
everyone said that
bartender.
you were a
She should never have done this. She should have just stayed gone. She could have just walked away with the hat money, and then that would have been the end of it. She could have just kept her job at the spring factory. I mean, people need springs. Springs are important. I would wager that springs are far more important to society than the Hawk Tuah memes.
teacher and got fired from your job.
No, I'm not even old enough to be a teacher.
Haley further revealed she'd been offered some crazy money.
$600 like 3 days ago for me to spit in a jar
How old is she? If she's not even old enough to be a teacher, like what is the age requirement to be a teacher?
and sell it. That is revolting.
And as a result, she'd hired herself a social media crew.
You have a full management team. You have a manager now.
Oh,
you have
yeah.
a shooter. She comes in with like this
Yeah, these are the people who showed up when she went viral and were hell-bent on making a buck off of her.
big ass camera. Like, she's the real deal. Already, this happened like a week ago.
Yes, ma'am.
But her capitalization began to repulse the audience. An entire management team in a week. Wild.
Yeah, they don't want you to make any money. It's okay if you get famous for saying that one funny thing that one time.
The
but
fact
the
that she
minute
already
you
has
try
an
and
entire
like be
management
more
team
than
is
just
insane.
a meme,
You
to
made
be
a
an actual
drunk
person to
joke,
go
and
on
the next day you have
podcasts and
whole
try and
management
like
behind
do
you. This
anything
world
other
is
than just
crazy.
being a
Then
funny
help her
haha.
appear at a Zach
People
Bryan
don't like that.
concert. While she began to sell merch on a much larger scale.
You already have a deal with Spencer's?
That's awesome.
Like every Spencer's everywhere.
What can I go buy at Spencer's here?
I
Hat,
got
shirt.
shirts,
Hats
I'm
and
pretty
shirt, yeah.
sure.
She'd become friends with Jake Paul, tried to trademark the Hawk Tuah phrase, and was suddenly being followed by TMZ.
Toes. They want
If she could have just got the trademark on Hawk Tuah and then yeah, she would have been set. She could have let everybody else make the merchandise for her and just collected a royalty on it.
pictures of my toes.
They want pictures of your toes?
I don't want to sell pictures of my toes.
No.
Even Eminem used the phrase to promote his new album, whilst more than one person got a Hawk Tuah tattoo. She passed 1 million
Hawk Tuah Tattoo 2024. If you got Hawk Tuah Tattoo 2024 on your bingo card, you win.
Instagram followers in less than 30 days and was being paid $30,000 just to appear at clubs. However, if you're given success without
I want to get paid $30,000 to show up at a club.
first going through hell, you'll find that the hell creates itself later. Her Instagram comments began to change rapidly. Whilst they once read "she's a national treasure, keep this woman safe," they quickly transformed into "this has to stop. This is pathetic. Isn't this embarrassing? Disappointing ass world we live in."
They build you up just to tear you down. The internet doesn't love anybody.
Making Clowns Famous Part 1,062. Suddenly she had actual problems to deal with.
I have to convince my pawpaw not to shoot the paparazzi outside of our house every day because they've been camped out here for like 2 weeks.
Creating paranoia on a day-to-day basis.
It's really strange. I can't really go in public by myself anymore. I'm paranoid of getting kidnapped or something.
Well, yeah, you belong to them now. They made you. Without the public, you're nobody, and you signed up for this. You wanted this. So, yeah, I mean, if they show up in a van and they just kidnap you, I mean, you're theirs. That's it.
Because there was a video of you with 5 security guards. Is that because you're paranoid about that?
Yes. And I'm little too, so I can't really defend myself.
It seems
Carry a gun.
Haley had realized that fame kinda sucks.
What's the worst part about being famous?
Everybody looking at you when you walk into a room.
You don't like that?
No.
Does that feel unsafe a little bit?
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Although she
She's massively famous for nothing. That's the problem. She's done absolutely nothing to get here.
continue to take advantage of it. She launched her own fanfics, which is like a safe for work OnlyFans, and charged $10 a month to an unknown amount of subscribers. She'd also launch an AI dating app named Pookie Tools, which received amazing reviews such as disgusting. Haley wasn't lying when she answered,
like, what's on the horizon, basically?
I mean, any and everything, I guess.
essentially doing anything that offered her a paycheck. This was further proven by the Tuah podcast, launched as a vehicle to promote Jake Paul's gambling company. The podcast was so terrible even Jake Paul himself roasted it.
Why did you decide to start Tuah?
It's just stuff that has never been talked about in modern history. Scientific, historic, revolutionary wisdom. It's just an honor to be pushing humanity forward in that type of way.
However, the Tuah comments were absolutely golden. My phone was at 1% when this was posted. I unplugged my grandma's life support to charge it. This podcast truly changed my life. Currently fighting on the front lines in Ukraine, and everyone has called truce to watch Ep 1 of the Tuah podcast. Amen. I have stayed clean from drugs for over 30 years. Thank you Tuah for making me start again.
The one about Ukraine, I definitely believe they probably did like stop fighting just to watch the Hawk Tuah girl.
Again, these same trolls have given it an almost perfect IMDb score, calling the podcast a genre-defining masterpiece, yet the show's quality is better summarized by its
the sarcasm. The sarcasm has come so far, you guys. Like, technology be damned. It's all about how far the sarcasm has come in this world.
Crazy amount of dislikes. Haley's reputation clearly wasn't great, so when she'd host an episode with Mark Cuban, she probably should have avoided the following touchy subject.
Do you do anything with crypto?
Yeah, I do a lot with crypto, actually. I've got a shit ton of Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Going back to the point of doing anything for money, it seems Haley was paid to shout out cryptocurrency.
So after I saw Michael Saylor speak at the Bitcoin conference, I have decided to start putting some money into crypto, and I just want to say, oh my God, thank you so much, Mr. Saylor.
And was more than willing to make her own token.
So she wasn't completely ignorant of crypto. I mean, she sat down with Mark Cuban and then she started investing in other cryptos before she launched this coin. So she wasn't completely ignorant in the beginning.
Launch a meme coin. Can I give you some tokens?
Yeah, I'll give you my wallet.
Okay.
But are you sure you're gonna launch? I don't know. I'm not a big fan about meme coins.
She'd take to Twitter showing her favorite meme coins, announcing a Hawk Tuah token was also coming soon. Well, on the 4th of December 2024, 176 days after she first went viral, Haley officially launched it.
My Hawk meme coin is live!
Despite calling
And then immediately rug pulled everybody.
it the Hawk Tuah meme coin, its website reassured the audience, Hawk isn't just a meme coin, it's part of the culture. Haley is using her meme
Yeah, a culture of scamming people.
to unite her entire community. However,
The entire community of scammers.
community notes instantly clarified. 96% of the Hawk coin supply is in 10 connected addresses before the launch, essentially meaning just 10 people controlled the coin's price.
So anybody who lost money on the Hawk Tuah meme coin should have known better. It was in the community notes before it launched.
When a user suggested the coin was likely a scam, Haley responded by stating fake news. But
There's another viral video out there of a 13-year-old on a live stream launching and rug pulling his own token. The same exact way that she did it.
I appreciate you trying to protect the community. However, it didn't take long before tweets started appearing. Lost 85% of an £1,100 investment. I lost 10k, bro, I got rugged. Just lost 286k on this. Don't trust MetaMask wallets.
I'm sure a lot of those comments are bullshit. Guy who lost $1,100, that could legitimately be someone who was like a fan and he got rugged, just like everybody else.
Haley's co-creator called these people mentally ill.
There's a lot of negativity in the space.
Yeah, and then one of her media managers or one of the partners on the coin or whatever came out and insulted everybody who just gave them all of their money.
I think crypto brings the mentally ill into this thing. If you guys are in crypto, you're
I didn't hear him saying that to Mark Cuban during their sit down.
most likely mentally ill. It's just a bunch of miserable people trying to farm engagement and hate.
With Haley herself blaming
I am only here to farm engagement and hate. That's all I'm here for.
The losses on something they couldn't control.
We got snipe botted today, but we didn't sell a single token. But I just want to say, screw the sniper bots, and I'm not going anywhere.
CoffeeZilla joined.
Those darn sniper bots. She definitely doesn't know enough about crypto to be launching her own coin. I think she knows a lot more than she's letting on. I think she knows exactly what they were doing.
And called the project.
This is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
Questioning how much money each founder made.
Someone just made over $1 million on fees. Who made it?
The creator.
Which is who?
That belongs to the project.
Who's the project? Who is the
The project is the foundation. The foundation is based in like the Cayman Islands or, you know, a Swiss bank account or something like that offshore so that it's protected.
project?
Haley Welch, right?
This is the worst tokenomics I've ever seen, and it is a scam.
It's not a scam.
The tokenomics are a scam. You can say whatever you want about it. You can cry defamation. That's my opinion. It's a scam.
As the pressure mounted, Haley disappeared.
I hate to interrupt you, Nick, but anywho.
Which she should have done all along. She should have just disappeared with her hat money and been happy.
I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Only brought back by a class action lawsuit launched by a dozen plaintiffs who claim to have collectively lost more than $150,000. To Haley's credit, she took responsibility, stating, "If you've experienced losses related to this, please contact."
What if that was it though? What if that was all she actually got out of the whole thing? Her whole life is ruined. Her credibility forever is ruined. And all she probably got out of it was something like that, like $150,000. That's pretty cheap. She should have just kept the hat money. I mean, honestly, if I blow up and I'm able to sell $65,000 worth of hats, I'm good. I'm good with that. I will walk away.
Berwick law. Furthermore, it seems she had no idea exactly what she was getting into, although it's still her fault if she put her name on it. Her Instagram hasn't.
It is definitely still her fault. She was still a part of it. She profited by it. And there's no way that you can just claim, "Oh, well, I didn't know." You made money off of it. You should have known. If you didn't know, you should have, and it doesn't matter either way.
Helped either. The only post Haley's made since pulling the scam is a video of her taking a lavish holiday. Makes you wonder if this
just stay on holiday. Don't ever come back.
Trip was funded by the meme coin proceeds. Enjoy your time before getting shipped off to prison.